And now, Mike's thoughts. The NFL schedule has been big news the last 48 hours. The NFL has been slowly letting out some games, right? We had the 5 international games. We got a couple of these games. We got a couple of those games. Bada bing, bada boom. Now up to like the 10 games, right? This is for all you NFL fans out there. All of you people wanted to be the first, right? All you people wanted to do this and do that, and stop with the schedule leak BS. Hashtag schedule leak NFL 2023 is trending on Twitter. All you people think that you're going to leak the NFL schedule. Like, come on, get out of that crap. Why do people fall for that? I'm legitimately asking for a friend right now. How do people fall for this crap? Oh, the NFL sent me the schedule. The New England Patriots sent me the schedule, and this is what's going to... Stop. Like, legitimately. Wrap your head around what you are saying right now. It doesn't make no damn sense, does it? Just to think that this special person over here has a full NFL schedule and leaked it all. Okay. Fantastic, my man. Guys, if you want news, go directly to the source. Go to NFL.com and check out this if your team's schedule has been released. The full release is like at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 East Coast time. Stop with the schedule leaking BS. Stop falling for it and stop posting it on my damn DMs. Just stop it at the end of the day, please. Please, please, please. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that then. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
Sometimes, guys, you just gotta let the beat build a little bit. Get the people going. Here we go. Hit that bass. What is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhatcher here with the Man Hour. Head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page and store. Check out the blog section as well. New merch dropping here eventually. My man, Peter Whitaker, is going to hook us up with some merch, guys. Hook us up with some merch. And it is going to be fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I am trying to figure out why my chat is not coming up here right now. So if you guys see me looking over here, I'm trying to like multitask and it is absolutely failing right now. Why is it failing? Because I got to have a pop-out screen on Facebook and YouTube. And for whatever, YouTube is not giving me the pop-out screen. And I don't know why. Like, I clicked on the settings button and it just gives me the quality. I click on the little arrows, it just wants to zoom in and out. I've never legitimately had this issue before, and I don't know why. So, guys, it is what it is at the end of the day. It is Thursday edition here on the Man Hour. We are just hours away from the NFL schedule release. Guys, it is about to get real. We've already got some games released out there. All the international games. The Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting Detroit Lions on opening day, Thursday night. It is getting real. But here on this Thursday edition, we're going to talk about Tom Brady's epic return back to New England. He's getting back on the field, baby. Or is he? Or is he? I don't know why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go. Lamar Jackson going to get dumbed down to offense again. What? Why are you dumbing down that offense? Oh, man. I need to stop worrying about it. Jordan Love says time behind Aaron Rodgers was rough. Titans have quarterback issues. Well, no shit, Sherlock Holmes. No shitteroni. But guys, welcome to the show. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe to whatever platform you're listening to us on. If you're on Spotify, hit that subscribe button over there. Give us a ranking. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell icon. Get all notifications when we go live and upload all those clips. If you're on Facebook, guys, hit that follow button as well. We are almost at 30,000 total likes and follows over here on Facebook, and would be fantastic if we could get to that by the end of May. Be fantastic. We're like 100 away. 13 plus 9. Actually, we might be over it by now. But guys, let's get into today's show here. Today's show. Robert Kraft and the New England Patriots have officially said that Tom Brady will be making his epic comeback on opening night for the New England Patriots. I'm just kidding, guys. But Tom Brady has Robert Kraft has officially said Tom Brady will be on the field for the New England Patriots come week 1 as they basically say thank you for everything that you've done for us. So when we look at this, is this kind of just like a money grab? Tom Brady hasn't even been retired a NFL game yet, and you're already wanting to give him like a farewell tour, a farewell come pat on the back. Isn't Tom Brady going to be announcing a game? Maybe he'll be the announcer for that game, right? I guess that could be what the big bombshell is, right? But shouldn't we let like players like be forgotten about a little bit before we bring them back? Like, did the Detroit Lions bring Barry Sanders back? Not even a game when he was retired. We didn't hear from Barry Sanders like 6-7 years, right? Dallas Cowboys didn't do that for Troy Aikman or Michael Irvin or any of those boys, those golden boys, right? It's just it just comes down to it. Let the man like kind of be forgotten a little bit and then bring him back. Then hey, we forgot about Tom Brady. We forgot about all those Super Bowls that he won. I mean, like, granted, that will never happen, but just like let it simmer in the mind a little bit, right? Be like, hey, do you remember when Tom Brady brought us back from 28-3? And then poof, the next year, Tom Brady's there opening night, giving us a hoorah speech. Like, I feel like that is what has to happen. Patriots end zone, I was waiting for him to chime in on this, saying, Robert Kraft loves him some Tom Brady. Money or no money, he'd have him there every game. I understand Tom Brady and Robert Kraft have a very good connection. I understand Tom Brady brought a lot of money, a lot of notoriety, a lot of Super Bowls to Robert Kraft and the New England Patriots organization. But at some point, do you have to realize, like, hey, my man is done. He is retired. He is relaxing on the beach with his cousin, watching him run up the score on UCLA softball, right? Is it time to like say, hey, Mac Jones is my guy now, or Bailey Zappi is my guy? I need to put my focus and love and energy to Mac Jones. Now, I understand you have to respect the past. I understand you have to respect your elders type of thing, right? But right now, Robert Kraft has a nice, shiny new toy, and he's refusing to play with it. Think about this. We are in Toy Story. What if Buzz is Mac Jones, and he never got played with? And Robert Kraft is consistently worried about, oh, Woody, come on, man. You're my guy. And Buzz just kind of starts collecting dust on the shelf. We wouldn't have the epic Toy Story comeback hoorah thing, right? Maybe it is just time to move on from Tom Brady. Accept the fact that he won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Accept the fact that he's retired. I don't care if you guys are best friends or lovers or whatever you are. Move on. Move on from the Tom Brady. Like, can we all agree that Tom Brady is arguably the greatest quarterback of all time? Can we all agree that the New England Patriots golden age was amazing to watch from afar? Now, I understand if you're a Bills fan, a Dolphins fan, Jets fan, or a Colts fan, right? The teams that consistently just got beat up by them year after year after year, like, man, this sucks, right? But stepping back and looking at it, you have to be awed by the whole situation. What was it like? He spent more time in the AFC Championship games than not, or like we have to be awed by what Tom Brady and Robert Kraft and New England Patriots did. We have to be awed by it. You cannot hate the process. You cannot hate what they've done. But I understand Robert Kraft loves him some Tom Brady. Money or no money, as Wayne G says, he'd have them there every game. So let me ask you this question, Patriots End Zone, or whoever else is in the chat today, or you're listening on this clip. You can love your ex. You can love the what would have been or what was, right? But at what point do you have to move on? At what point do they have to collect the dust? I just think it's too early to bring back Tom Brady. I think it's a little too early just to bring him back. But moving on. Speaking of presents, Lamar Jackson, freshly off that big deal, has not reported to OTAs. Imagine that. Hey, I'm going to get that big deal, but I'm not going to show up to camp. I don't need the work. I'm just that good, right? Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken says lighting the load on Lamar Jackson to use his new weapons is the goal for the Baltimore Ravens offense moving forward. So Lamar Jackson just signed a $600 million deal, whatever it was. I don't even remember what it is now. It's a lot of freaking money. It was like 3 years, $176 million or something. He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Highest paid player in the NFL ever. New offensive coordinator Todd Monken says he wants to lighten the load on Lamar Jackson. We don't want him to use all those weapons that we brought in. You know what this tells me? This tells me that the offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, thinks that Lamar Jackson cannot throw the ball. Read between the lines, baby. Hey, Lamar, we don't want you to use all these weapons. We don't want you to use Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown, and all these other receivers that we drafted. Zay Flowers, right? It's okay if you can't get them the ball. We understand. Just do what you do, man. Be a running back in a quarterback position, and you do you. Let's not worry about pushing the ball down the field. Let's not worry about throwing for 6,000 yards. Pause. The minute I read this article, the minute I saw the headline, I'm like, wait a second. This has bust written all over it. This has, hey, I wasted my money on Lamar Jackson because he's still the same player that can't throw the ball 15 yards down the field accurately, repeatedly. This is the same Lamar Jackson that would rather run the ball than throw the ball to Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Antonio Brown, whoever else is on the receiver roster. This is the same Lamar Jackson that can't do shit in December and January because the teams are like, hey, you know what? We're just going to keep you in the pocket and force you to throw the ball. Oh, you can't? Our bad. Todd Moykin, new offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, sees the writing on the wall. He's not stupid. He is not stupid. He obviously wants to keep his job, right? He wants to make a name for himself and be on that Eric Bieniemy level. But let's just be honest, that's not going to happen in Baltimore. What is going to make a name for yourself in Baltimore, Mr. Todd Moykin? Just let Lamar Jackson be Lamar Jackson, right? Running around, get those 200 yards a game on the ground, throw for 50 or 60 yards tops, right? And then get out of town. Get out of Dodge. Make your name like, oh, you did this for Lamar Jackson. You made the offense simple for him. Do it and get out of town. That's what Coach Moykin is thinking right now, probably. I mean, you are wanting to lighten the load in May? In May of the 2023 NFL season, you already want to Lamar Jackson, don't worry about getting Odell Beckham Jr. the ball. Don't worry about throwing for 6,000 yards, man. You're not going to do it. Don't worry about, being able to be a quarterback in the NFL. The minute oh my God. People ask me all the time. Every post that I make, kind of throwing jabs out like at Lamar Jackson, just a little bit, People ask me, why do you hate Lamar Jackson? The reason why I dislike Lamar Jackson is because you, the fans, the Baltimore Ravens fans, have put him up on this pedestal. He is the greatest quarterback of all time. He can do this, this, and this, and this, and this. Well, how about you do a little bit of this before you get to this? Right? Prove to me that you can win repetitively in the playoffs. Then worry about being the greatest quarterback of all time. Lamar Jackson put the bullseye on his back draft night when he promised the Super Bowl for the Baltimore Ravens during his rookie year, the first 5 years of his NFL career. Lamar Jackson put the bullseye on his back when, he came in his rookie year and blew the NFL out of the water, the greatest since Michael Vick to do it. Yeah. Lamar Jackson repetitively puts this bullseye on his back. I want to throw for 6,000 yards. I want to do this, this, and this. Well, let's worry about the basic stuff first, man. Let's worry about being competitive in the pocket. Let's worry about throwing for 4,000 yards. Let's worry about winning a playoff game. Let's worry about this, and this, and before you put yourself up on this pedestal. And the fans, the Baltimore Ravens fans, you guys love it. Which I'm not knocking you guys for it to being excited about your quarterback. I'm not knocking you guys to say, oh, yeah. But when he has so many flaws in his game, stop putting him up on this pedestal and understand what he does. He is a great athlete. Very, very good athlete. Fastest man I've seen since sliced bread, whatever, right? He is not a good quarterback. So many holes in the game, so many flaws in the game. Stop putting him up on this damn pedestal. That is why I dislike Lamar Jackson. It's because you, the fans. You, the fans, make me hate him. Hell, when I moved to the Louisville area when he won the Heisman. The buzz around this town was, oh, he is so amazing, yada, yada, yada. Yes, he was a great college quarterback. So was Tim Tebow. A lot of the times, the games from college to the NFL don't translate. Now, I feel like Tim Tebow kind of got the short end of the stick a little bit, right? Just a little bit. If you know, you know. But Lamar Jackson is not that good of a quarterback, guys. He won the MVP by default his second year in the NFL. Only because Patrick Mahomes dislocated his kneecap and missed 3 or 4 games. Otherwise, it would have been Patrick Mahomes winning back-to-back MVPs. He has not played a full NFL season for you since then. 12 games is his max. 12 games and he's checking out. Let's just be honest. If I can make $176 million guaranteed for a 17-game season, but I'm calling in sick for 5 to 6 weeks of those, of the year, hell yeah, baby. Sign me up every time. Speaking of calling in sick, Jordan Love says the time behind Aaron Rodgers was, quote, rough. He says, there was times when I thought about quitting the NFL and retiring, but I knew at some point I might be an NFL starter. Sitting behind Aaron Rodgers was very, very tough. Jordan Love, everybody has tough times in the NFL, and I respect you for saying that times were tough. But to say that you were going to retire and possibly quit the NFL because times were tough, times were behind Aaron Rodgers were kind of like, I don't know if I really do this anymore. That is what is problem with most of these college players nowadays. When time gets a little bit rough, when you're not the starter, when you're not the guy, when you're no longer a big fish in a small pond, you're a small fish in the ocean. Let me jump ship. Let me leave. Joe Burrow did it. Justin Fields did it. Yes, they made correct decisions, right? Going from Georgia to Ohio State, from Ohio State to LSU, whatever, right? But man up a little bit, dude. A wise man once told me the man is never supposed to show emotion. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know who the wise man was, but I read it somewhere in a book while taking a poop. But Jordan Love, we understand times were rough behind Aaron Rodgers. We understand that you had to work through adversity. You didn't know when the time was coming that you were going to get your shot, but it is time to put up or shut up right now, baby. Take all those rough times, ball it up, and say, it is go time, boys. Let's Renegades mount up. That's what Jordan Love needs to do right now. What Jordan Love really needs to do is stop talking about the past. Stop talking about the past. Start talking about the future, baby. Start talking about how great the Green Bay Packers are going to be this season. Start talking about how many games you're going to win this season. Start talking about some MVPs. I'm kidding. Don't be like Lamar. Let's start talking about how big of connection and huge steps you've taken. Stop talking about Aaron Rodgers. Stop talking about the past. Stop talking about the backup. You're a starter now, man. Own the starting position. Own your past, but move on. Stop talking about it. Quarterback issues are a very big deal here in the NFL as of late. And the Tennessee Titans are no different. They now have 3 potential starting quarterbacks on their roster. Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis, which they drafted last season, and Will Levis, which they drafted this season. So when we look at the Tennessee Titans, they do have some quarterback issues. For whatever reason, Titans general manager has been kind of trying to oust Ryan Tannehill. He's been getting the Derek Carr treatment, basically, over the last couple seasons. But Ryan Tannehill just keeps on winning, keeps on improving. Ryan Tannehill took over for Marcus Mariota for the Titans when he got traded from the Miami Dolphins to the Tennessee Titans. It's like 6 or 7 games into the season. And Ryan Tannehill, in face of all this adversity, just keeps winning and keeps winning and keeps winning. Yes, King Henry may have been a part of that. But when King Henry was injured, Ryan Tannehill stepped up and become a top 10 quarterback. Those few weeks that Derrick Henry was out 2 seasons ago, I was like, whoa, watch out for the Tennessee Titans, baby. Slow it down. But then, the very next draft, drafted Malik Willis. Oh, he's going to be starting, yada, yada, yada. Ryan Tannehill's like, whoa, pump the brakes, baby. You not see what I'm doing here? Do you not see the greatness that I'm putting on the field each and every week for you dying out there? Malik Willis is like, hold my beer. He kind of shit the bed a little bit. Insert Ryan Tannehill back. Then they draft Will Levis. So after all of this controversy, Ryan Tannehill is about 12 years in the league, right? 11 years. Maybe going on to his 12th. Do you guys see Ryan Tannehill being a quarterback for the Tennessee Titans after this season? Or how about this? Do you see Ryan Tannehill being a quarterback going into week 1 for the Tennessee Titans? Do you think the Tennessee Titans, instead of getting rid of Malik Willis, which that's all reports that are pointing to, do they let Ryan Tannehill go? Trade him to the Houston Texans. Trade him to whoever, right? Miami Dolphins. Trade him back. Get him out of town. What do you guys think legitimately happens in Tennessee this season? 3 potential starting quarterbacks. Malik Willis showed a little bit of signs of life when Ryan Tannehill got injured late last season for those couple games, and then he kind of just like, pew. Have to watch more tape on Malik Willis to really give a definite answer like, hey, he is going to be a bust or with this, and this, right? But when we look at Tennessee, Will Levis, Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, if you are the general manager, what do you do? What do you do if you are the general manager of the Tennessee Titans right now? You have to get rid of one of them, right? Do you outright just cut Will Levis? Do you outright just cut Ryan Tannehill? Do you outright just cut Malik Willis? My answer is no, you don't. You don't just outright cut one of them. If you want to keep all 3 of them, maybe transfer Will Levis to like a tight end, like a Taysom Hill type of player. A jack of all trades, masters of none, right? But if you don't want to do that, you have to trade one of them. You have to get some type of value out of one of them. Malik Willis. Let's think about this. Malik Willis has probably a ceiling that may or may not have been reached yet. Many people think that he's not going to be very good. Like I said, I have to watch a little bit more film to give a definite answer about that. But you drafted him pretty high in the NFL draft. You could probably still get a first round, if not a second round draft pick out of him still. There are teams out there that could use a good services of a backup quarterback. Do you trade him to the Houston Texans? If I'm the Houston Texans, no, you don't. You do not put that on CJ Stroud. You do not do that. Seahawks could be a good contender. Sit behind Geno. Geno did he sign a 2-year extension? Arizona Cardinals. There's really not a lot of suitors out there for a Malik Willis. Let's just be honest. Will Levis, you're obviously not trading him. He was your second-round pick. If you do, are there suitors out there for him? Are there suitors out there for Will Levis? No. No, there's not. The only fit I think would be the Detroit Lions, but they have Hendon Hooker, a lifetime backup back there, a 25-year-old, 26-year-old rookie. Then Ryan Tannehill. Do you trade him? Who is going to take that massive contract off of your books? Not going to be the Jets. Not going to be the Giants. They just signed Daniel Jones. Not going to be the Panthers. They got their guy, Bryce Young. Could it be the Saints? Does Ryan Tannehill to the Saints make sense? Do any of the Titans quarterbacks to the New Orleans Saints make sense? Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis, Will Levis. Ryan Tannehill probably makes the most sense. But guess what? They have Derek Carr's car there still. Forgot about that. Minnesota Vikings have Kirk Cousins. Titans are SOL. Let's just be honest. Titans are SOL. Shit out of